Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the E75 TS. This is a tier 8 premium tank. When it first come, I loved the thing. I thought it was really strong. Nowadays, I mean, since the Tiger 2 has been buffed, I mean, I would prefer to play the Tiger 2 over this tank. Now, this tank does have a really good turret. However, the hull is not so good. The hull isn't as good as the Tiger 2. And the turret, even though the turret is good, it's not impenetrable. I mean, we're going to get into what I think is actually a pretty good position in a hold down position against these heavies on this side of the map. And the WZ110, I mean, we're backing up and he's hitting me on that turret and he is penning me. So it's not impenetrable. I mean, you can get bounces. You can get a lot of bounces if played right, wiggling, making sure you wiggle your turret backward to forward, side to side, and yeah, you will get bounces, especially against the medium tanks, whereas the heavy tanks, you do have to be a little bit more careful. You can see this game, we're getting penned by absolutely everything that's coming our way, and we're down to 700 hit points. We're going to go to a one-shot very soon from the WZ110, and then we got to play it pretty carefully. So the WZ110, I think, is now going to get a shot, and he's pretty much put me to a one-shot against this, against the ISU, not so much against the WZ110, but also the IS that is there as well. So this tank, it should be back in store by the time this video drops. Is it worth it? I mean, it's not a bad tank. It's not a bad tank, but I'm just not enjoying it as much as I used to, and that's probably because now back in the day I used to compare this to the Tiger 2, and the Tiger 2 just wasn't that great. I mean, it was good, but it's never been like a fantastic tank, where this come in and I thought, well, turret's really good, the hold down position, not bad. Where now the Tiger 2's hull armor is just been massively improved, and it is just an amazing tank now. So looking at it now, I don't know whether this tank will be worth it. And to be honest, I like that. I do like that. I've always said I like the tech tree version of the premium tanks to be better in a way because it's not pay to win, but then also you need to bear in mind what would be the point buying the tanks. I mean, if they're not as good as a free tank, what would be the point in buying the tank? So I do think there should be some characteristics that are better and some that are worse, of course. I don't want them to be like a T22 or like a Smasher that's completely broke. Well, I wouldn't mind as long as I owned it like the Smasher. But they have to sort of balance it in between. You can't have the tech tree version being much better than the premium version because they just wouldn't sell them. And to be honest, this is where I now see this E75 TS. I mean, again, like I said, you can bounce shots. You can bounce shots if you're in a hold down position, but you can also do that in a Tiger 2. So honestly, I don't know how much this is for sale for. It is coming with the I believe it's coming with the AMX M449, which is another good tank with a very strong turret. But honestly, I would recommend just go buy Tiger 2. I'd recommend, I mean, I don't know what these are going to be for sale for. 8k gold, 10k gold, I don't know, 7.5k gold. But honestly, even if it is 8,000 gold, let's say we go with 8,000 gold. Even if this is 8,000 gold, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it. Mainly because just go get yourself a Tiger 2. Go get yourself a Tiger 2 and you're going to have just as much fun. And you're going to have that gold still in your bank. So it might not even be for 8k gold. I mean, they haven't sold the E75 TS. I mean, what? They've only sold it once? Twice maybe? So I don't even think it will be 8k gold. I mean, you guys will know. By the time you watch this video, you guys will know that how much this tank is for sale. I think it's 100% gold, not money or crates or anything like that. Wargaming have told us that it is gold. Of course, they could change that by the time this video gets released. I mean, I'm making it on the assumption that it's come for sale tomorrow. It could get cancelled and then come 2 months later, where this month will then, I'll still put it out, but this month will be sort of 2 months. This game, this battle, this video will be 2 months or 3 months out of date. But so I'm not going to say it's definitely coming, but by the time this video is released, obviously it will come eventually. But I would definitely, at the moment, while the Tigers 2 is still OP, and again, I will have to say that if this video doesn't come out for another couple of months and the Tiger 2 gets nerfed, then this tank could be worth buying. But at the moment, the Tiger 2 is not nerfed. It's not looking at getting nerfed. It's still a fantastic tank. And for that reason, I just wouldn't buy this tank. I really wouldn't. I mean, it's a good tank. It is a good tank. Unless you're a collectible, it is a good tank. But you could just do the exact same thing in a Tiger 2. So I wouldn't buy it. I definitely wouldn't buy it. But, I mean, you can get penned. We got it penned easily there by a tier 7 tank. Easily. So you always, if you do get it, always try and go hold down. Always try and go hold down. That is your best way in playing this tank, because your whole armor is not up to scratch. It can't do the job. It is quite a slow tank as well, quite a big tank. It has got that big turret and it's quite flat. So as soon as you start turning your turret, again, pretty like the Tiger 2, as soon as you start turning that turret, then the turret does become a lot weaker. So always try and face the enemy using your gun depression and using that front turret armor. So we're going to watch a game here. This is my last game. I did play it for quite a while, just trying to get the ace, but I'm afraid I couldn't get the ace, but this was the closest I can get. So we're on Black Goldville now, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to be a bit risky because there is 2 mediums, there's a light tank. I'm going to go towards the middle to see if we can get any spots, and we actually spot quite a few tanks. So straight away I'm thinking, right, okay, this is not a very good position, but you can see we are going to bounce quite a few shots, and one of them was from the Borzik, which hasn't got the greatest of normal premium AP pen or whatever it uses. So we do get a few bounces, and there is a couple of medium tanks around here as well. And as I've said, the armor, when you are hold down against those medium tanks, or when you're side scraping against those medium tanks, then yeah, you can get some bounces. And already a minute gone, or a minute and a half gone almost, we've bounced 1090 damage, which would have put us left on what, 500 hit points. So we'd be nearly dead already. The enemy are 1 tank down. We've got base B, which I call, and they have got base C. So I'm going to try and go for this Borzik here. Nice HE shot there. It does have a low alpha pen damage, just like the Tiger. So, but in return for that, you do get a better rate of fire. So this game, I mean, we're going to just tear these enemy apart. The Borzik is just, he got wrecked. And now the Charioteer, he's also going to get wrecked as well. Now, there is 6 against 4, so we've already easily won this game. There goes the VK, so it's just 3 tanks left. This Charioteer, who's very low hit points, so I was actually going to ignore him, thinking, you know, I can't get to him, but we are able to get 1 more shot into him before our team is going to take him out. Now, I'm now just focused on this T-34. I'm on 3k damage. He's not looking at me, and he has full hit points, so I'm going to try and use my adrenaline here and pump out as much damage to him as I can before the remaining 5 of my teammates come and steal my damage. So we are able to pump out. I think we're only going to get I think we're going to get 2 more shots in on this guy. We do get a nice high roll there, putting us just above 4k damage, and thankfully this M4 misses his first shot, so we are able to get the kill. So not a bad tank, but I honestly, guys, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're a collector, and unless the Tiger 2 gets nerfed anytime soon. I probably would skip this tank. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps. I hope you decide. It's up to you what you decide. If you want to buy it, it's up to you. It's your money. But you are getting a good tank, but the Tiger 2 I think is better. I'm meadsy69. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you soon.